Hello there, Pisces. How's it going, you guys? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly, and I'll be doing the read here. And let's get right into it and see what's going on. Tiwaz. So Pisces, Tiwaz is the death rune. This could be that rebirth. Remember yesterday in the reading yesterday, we were talking about rebirth? Yeah, it could be something like that. But Tiwaz is the death rune, and it definitely is talking about something new. Something definitely new. Well, it's a good rune to start the read off with, I'll tell you that. And what else is going on with Pisces? Tiwaz. Tiwaz and Tiwaz. So this is like either travel. Maybe some of you need to take a quick little trip somewhere. And for others, this is like some sort of companionship of some sort. Yeah. Tiwaz is a saddle. See how it's shaped like a saddle? It could possibly be travel. It could be actually moving forward in your life with this new beginning. And like I said, it could be trust too. Trust and companionship. What's going on with Pisces? Isa. Isa is ice. This is slow energy. You know, maybe you're... you know, the thing I like about Isa, it's a precursor to victory. So when it comes up, you know victory is going to happen. It's just a matter of time. But when it's coming up here like this, I'm feeling like this could be like maybe some sort of a pause or something. Just temporary. You know, ice kind of stays still. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It takes a a little heat to to make it melt. Let's see what else. Wong Yu. Oh, Wong Yu in reverse. Oh. Well, it's nowhere else really, so it's not really, this is probably the best place for it unless it's in somebody else's energy. But Wong Yu in reverse could be, you know, usually Wong Yu in the upright usually means like happiness and joy. And when it's in reverse, it could talk about, you know, not being happy. The important thing about Wong Yu is to stay positive, but in this position here, it's telling you that to don't pretend to be happy. If somebody is acting up, you make sure and speak your mind. Okay. Yeah. And if there's like anything toxic around you, you know, just make sure that you know, if somebody does something that does not make you happy, you make sure and let them know. That's what this is telling you. Okay, make sure and let them know. Don't tell them that. Don't try to pretend like you're happy or it's okay. You know, if you're not happy with it, definitely express that, because somebody might really need to hear that. Yeah. Oh, what else? The blank rune. I feel that this is a decision that you're going to have to probably make. I feel that this is some sort of a decision. It could be something you don't see, but for some reason I'm feeling more so of some sort of a decision concerning this Wangyu right here. And this is also, you know, just a general reading, Pisces. So we have the blank rune here. It's going to be different for everybody. There's different circumstances for everyone here. So we'll get into that when I pull more runes and get some cards out. What's going on with Pisces? Arcana in reverse. Now this is our energy as well, Pisces. There is some sort of a delay here. See, remember I told you I feel this is like some sort of a pause. This is how this energy is affecting us. This energy over here affecting someone else is somebody else is kind of like, you could be a mother actually. This could be like, you could be dealing with a child maybe. But this person here, they might see you as, because you're in some sort of a pause, you're taking a pause. So in their eyes, they feel that maybe you're stuck or something. Or something to that effect. I got to get more. What's going on with Pisces? Gable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Gable. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. Don't have to be. Somebody with Gemini in their chart. But it doesn't have to be. I'm looking at Gemini and Sagittarius. So you could be a mother to this person here. But this person definitely loves you. You know, Gable is some sort of love, and it's also talking about blessings and gifts. So maybe this person has something to offer you, Pisces. And they could have, with Arcana in reverse here, they could, you know, you could probably easily see that they've been through some sort of a hard time. If this is a family member. What's going on with Pisces? Menez. Wow, what a really good rune, really. Yeah, you know, Menez is talking about assistance, you know. Maybe this person wants to help you. This person may want to help you with something, Pisces. This could be like somebody in your family. It doesn't have to be. It could be like a child as well, a grown child maybe. But somebody here wants to assist you because they see that they feel that you could need some assistance here because of Arcana there in reverse. And all this Arcana is for us is that we're just simply taking a break for some reason. All right? It probably has to do with Wangyu. So let's get another rune and we'll pull some cards. We got Jera. Wow. So, you know, Jera is a breakthrough. Jera is a breakthrough, Pisces. And, you know, it's also balance. It's a breakthrough. It's balance. And it's light. Something's coming to light. There could be something here that you don't know. But whatever it is, it's actually looking good. Yeah. So the only question here that I have is, is Wang Yu here. Wang Yu and this other person over here. Huh. So let's pull some cards. What's going on with Pisces? What's the overall outlook for Pisces? I just want to pull one card at first and then just put it on the side. What's going on with Pisces? Okay. So this overall read here is going to be about expansion. Expansion. See, you could be looking out to expand your, this is expanding your horizons. This is like expansion to me. It just feels like expansion. You could be working on expansion, taking a break off of it because of the blank rune as well. But this is talking about expansion, and I see something happening here because you have the death rune right here, and then you have this breakthrough right here, this breakthrough that leads to this new beginning. So why is Wang Yu there? Now this is Wang Yu, Pisces. Remember, the advice of that is to don't, if somebody is, acting up or anything like that, you make sure and let them know, okay? Don't pretend like it didn't happen, or don't pretend this, or, you know what I mean? Put them in check. What else? We got the seven of Pentacles. Now you got the Justice card. Let me show you the Justice card. Justice. It's got Tiwaz on here, and it's got Tiwaz on here. I'm looking at Tiwaz all around here. Tiwaz is victory and success. I see it here, and I see it here on a sword, and I also see it on this card right here. This expanding, moving, victory, moving forward, expanding things, growing. And then I see Tiwaz here on this. I mean, this is all about growth and expanding. And there could be something here that I don't know. Let's see. This could be something about can't really explain it. Let's get another card. Get the two of Pentacles. And it's got Rido on there too. See, look at Rido. That's a good sign. Okay, so this is like, you could be like, this is something that you could have built, or something that you could be building, and this could be like a relationship, or it could be anything else, something that you built, and you could be contemplating on. You could be taking a break here. See, look at this. You're taking a break, and you could be contemplating here. See, this is the blank rune. And this is easy. You could be contemplating on whether, this is going to work out or whether it's not. Okay? You're contemplating the pros and the cons. And don't worry, Pisces, you got Justice. You're going to come up with the right decision. I see Tiwaz on here too many times. I mean, it's like everywhere. You've got it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's crazy. It's all victory. It's pointing to victory. Isa itself is a precursor to victory. Yeah. So, yeah, this is about a choice about whether or not you need to continue or you need to move on, okay? Either way, you're going to move on. You're going to move forward either way. okay? It doesn't matter, you know, you're going to move forward. This could be like something new, you know, like I said right here. I mean, if you've been building something and it's not going to work out, then you're, of course, you're going to probably stop. You know what I mean? If something ain't going to work out, you're going to just end it. This is the death rune. But then something new will start. And either way, like I said, you have Tiwaz so many times. It's unbelievable. So you're going to for sure be moving forward, you know. And this is why Wang Yu is here, because, you know, it could have something to do with some sort of, there could be like some sort of negative energies around you or something. And if that's the case, then, you know, move away from it. You don't need to be around that. And don't put up with any garbage from anybody. Yeah, you don't have to put up with any garbage from anybody. You know, even if you love them. Yeah, you don't have to put up with any nonsense. So I feel that whatever this decision here that you're contemplating, you know, whatever it is, you're making the right decision with justice, whatever that decision is. So, you know, some of you may just keep moving on the path that you're moving and just leave what doesn't serve you out. And that's what probably for most of us, okay? You're going to, at some point, have clarity with this breakthrough right here. This light, this breakthrough, you're gonna have clarity. Let's see what's going on here with this other person. This is this other person over here. Well, it's our energy too, but the Five of Pentacles with Nathis on it. This person's been through a lot. This person maybe have felt left out or something. Yeah. What else? You got the Ace. You got the Ace of Swords. So this is clarity. This person's felt like they've been in the dark. Okay, they felt like they've been in the dark, and they're finally starting to see some clarity here. All right, I like that. And what else about this person? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands. Yeah, see, this person is starting to get some clarity. This person's been in the dark, maybe felt like they've been through a tough time. You can probably see that, Pisces, whoever this person is. But they're gaining some sort of clarity, and they're making a plan here. They're making a plan to move forward. Now I see they're making a plan to move forward. I see right there. That's movement. That's forward movement. I see Anzus on there in reverse. This is like some sort of a way to make money, but it's just a little different way of making money. I don't think it's traditional. I don't think it's a traditional type of way of making money, but either way it works. Let's get one more. You got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is really good, Pisces. This person here is starting, this person's been through a lot, okay? They've felt like they're in the dark. They're gaining clarity and making a plan, and they're finally standing up on their own and moving forward. So yeah, this is really very positive for whoever this person is. It could be a Gemini. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. I'm looking at Gemini and Sagittarius and Capricorn energy. Yeah, and I also see Cancer energy. Wang Yu is Cancer energy. Well, let's get some more cards out here, Pisces. Yeah, this person wants to help you, Pisces. They do. They want to help you. I can see that right here. And this person does love you. This could be a child. What's going on with Pisces? Or a grown child. I'm feeling more so grown. What do you need to release? Waxing moon. Yes. Okay. So this really kind of clarifies a lot for me, actually. You know, these moon cards, at first appearance, they just seem like, you know, regular cards that just have, you know, words on it. But this really kind of clarifies this whole mess for me right here. This right here. This Seven of Pentacles. This pause, this contemplating, this, you know, what you need, whether or not you need to move forward or start something new or fix something. You know, maybe you could be trying to fix something, but there's something here that you need to release. Okay, so you know that could be, you know, things that don't serve you anymore. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Like this morning, before I did the reading, there's a hidden file on my computer that was storing a bunch of garbage in there that I did not need, and it was tying up my hard drive, and I was finally able to get in there and clear it. That stuff I definitely don't need, that's for sure, but you know, this is different for everybody. I'm just using that for an example. But yeah. And what else? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I really like this, Pisces. It's looking very, very positive and very good. And the only thing I can really see here is, you know, Tiwaz 4 times. You know, 4 times. That's crazy. That's for sure. That is for sure telling me that whatever you're contemplating over here, whatever it is that you've built, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a some sort of business or anything that you've built, you're contemplating it. You're gonna cut whatever decision you make. You're gonna come out ahead. It's just, you know. Yeah, could be that contemplation too with that blank rune. What else? Isn't it interesting how the runes mean so many different things all at once? What else is going on with Pisces? Gosh. Iya? Yeah, there we go. I think that's Iya. I always have a hard time with that because I don't know why, but yeah, I think that's Iya. That's a good card. That's a good rune. Let's talk about, you know, the natural cycle of life. What else? Chinya, the holly tree. That's a good one too. They're all good, really. There's a couple of ones in here that are a little bit more rough than others, but... And Farron, but these are really good ones. Farron, just chilling there, playing the guitar. All right, so let's get into these. Okay, so Iya, I always get that one mixed up because the way it's spelled, you know what I mean? And Chinya too, it threw me off for a while too because of the way it's spelled. It starts with a T. Where the heck is it here? That's that alphabet. It's got like 4 different alphabets, so I have to find the correct alphabet. Okay, here it is. Yeah, that's Iya. Iya. And this is the yew tree. Okay, so Now, normally, you know, this would be carved on a little piece of yew tree. They carved that on the tree. But it represents lineage and history, aging, dying, transitions, thoughts and memory. Okay? Ea represents wisdom and strength that we've inherited from our ancestors. Aging is something to be celebrated and not feared. Not everybody is lucky enough to have gray hair, and it's something to be really grateful for. Ea is also a fantastic representation of the cycle of nature, and it connects back to the first rune, which is Bet, and that means joyful beginnings. So this is really very, very beneficial, you know? Yeah. Could have something to do with lineage. Yeah. Lineage usually has something to do with family, and this is definitely a family rune. Let's get in here to Chinya and look at Chinya. Chinya. Now, I always get... There we go. Nope. Well, I found Farron. Let's read Farron first, since I found it first. Farron. This is the alder tree. And the meaning of this is spiritual guidance and creativity, choices and emotional safety, and protecting yourself from harm. And yeah, see, you're protecting yourself. You are. And this other person can see that too. Yeah. It says, be open to advice from someone whose ideals you highly value. Also, don't forget to use your instincts and your intuition. So yeah, make sure that you're using your intuition. Now is a perfect time to take the best possible solutions and gather knowledge. So gather some knowledge for the future, Pisces. All right. That's what you're doing anyway. You're contemplating here. You're contemplating on whether you should continue to move forward or start something different. But whatever the case is, even if you continue forward, it's going to be more of a in a newer way, because you're going to leave something behind on it. Let's look here at Chinya. Where'd you go? Oops, wrong side. There we go. This is the holly tree, like I said. You can see the little holly thing on his head. But the meaning of this particular card is expertise, analysis, and protection. And it's also talking about transformation. So some of you may be feeling like you're being sabotaged in some sort of way, or some sort of secret plot against you, something like that. Some of you, not all of you. And you may feel a great deal of anger in some relationships or at work. And this is probably what you're contemplating on. Because, see, this is right here. This is not happy. This is not happy. So you make sure and you let people know what it is, because that's going to bring you clarity. And it says here, you know, don't, of course, none of us are really vengeful anyway. You know, if this was another sun sign I was reading for, I would be a little bit more concerned. But, you know, most of us Pisces are people that, you know, choose harmony, you know, and that's what this card is here saying, to choose harmony, and consider this an opportunity to create, you know, to use your creative skills to, you know, create some sort of abundance. So yeah, I really like that. Kind of interesting runes, aren't they? Let's get some shadow cards here. Indecisive. You fear of making the wrong choice, but learning to trust your instincts brings clarity. So yeah, that's why you're taking a little pause here, to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Just go inside, use your intuition, Pisces, You'll come up with the correct solution. I know you will. You have to. It's inevitable. You have Tiwaz there twice in the, I mean, 4 times in the upright. What's going on with Pisces? Can't forgive. A heavy burden holds you captive in the past, trapping you in the cycle of resentment. So yeah, you need to, for some of us, we need to pull ourselves out of that. And that could be one of the things that we need to let go of, because it doesn't serve us at all. Right? Really important to let go of what doesn't serve you so we can move forward. And I have a feeling you will, Pisces. Remember, this is just a shadow card. But I pull those out so we can heal and see see. Addiction. Compulsive need despite negative consequences. Get support and therapy. Okay, so that's for somebody. Yeah, definitely that's for somebody. It's not for everybody. So, take what resonates and leave the rest. I know that isn't for me. I've been sober for 24 years, so. Let's get one of these here. Or a couple. What's going on with Pisces? Do it your way, Pisces. Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be a wild and free force of nature. Here to build a new and better world. Allow yourself to go and do that. I like that. What else? I love these cards. These are so good. What else is going on with Pisces? Spark of life. Spark of life. Don't sink into hopelessness and despair. For your life, for in your lives lives a spark of life. There we go. And it is undefeated and unbreakable and unbeatable, and you can overcome everything, and your destiny depends on it. So yeah, don't sink into hopelessness, Pisces. You won't. Yeah. Move forward. Make the right decisions. You will. What else? Authenticity attracts. Being authentic attracts the light. Being authentic attracts the right people and repels the wrong ones. When you stay true, you naturally filter out those who don't align with your path. So that's very, very important, Pisces. So if you're very, very, authentic, just be authentic. You know what I mean? Because there is something over here that, you're contemplating here about your happiness. And, so if somebody is not doing something right, make sure and speak up. Yeah. Be authentic and tell them the truth straight up, because, it'll repel the ones that you don't need around you, and it'll keep the ones, or attract more of the ones that need to be in your life right now. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to say. Let me see here. Do I have that book here? Well, I guess I actually do not. So we're not going to pull any of these things. Well, anyhow, there you have it, Pisces. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.